Prime Beats production. This is a Prime Beats production.
The Signal 27 Show.
The best live stream podcast in the city.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? This is the Signal 27 Show in the community this week. I want to first and foremost thank you all for tuning into the show. This is typically a Thursday show, but this particular week we have a special situation that's going on. Tomorrow at the Ritz, there's going to be Putting on the Ritz hosted by Miss Henny Stewart, or just Henny. She just goes by Henny. So today we're going to be giving away 2 pair of tickets to tomorrow's Putting on the Ritz. But in the meantime, I would like for you all to at least tune in and watch, and we'll cut in periodically between the show of Miss Henny's interview here on the Signal 27 Show. So once again, please continue to watch, comment, and share. We would definitely like to know your opinions on things. So please enjoy the show. And here is Miss Henny from Putting on the Ritz. And once again, like I said to you, today we'll be giving away 2 pair of tickets to Putting on the Ritz for tomorrow afternoon. And for all of y'all that don't know what Putting on the Ritz is, it's Jacksonville's premier place where they allow talent to go. It's kind of like a Showtime at the Apollo. Okay, so but that's here for Jacksonville. So you can't say there's nothing for you to do in Jacksonville. Tomorrow I'm giving away 2 pair of tickets. So that's 4 of y'all that can go do something tomorrow. And Putting on the Ritz is one good show to at least go and check out and see within your own city. All right. So here is Miss Henny from Putting on the Ritz. Comment and share with all of your friends to let you know what is going on in the city of Jacksonville. You can't say that there is nothing to do in the city of Jacksonville, because that is a lie. We have everything you need, because Jacksonville was once the Hollywood of the United States before they moved it. All the talent is still here, but they decided to leave. We ain't need them anyway. Hello, you know what I mean? So today in the studio we have with us is Miss Henrietta, or Henny. Is it okay to call you Henny?
Ooh, you gave my government.
The whole government name. I'm sorry. Miss Henny Stewart is in the building. How you doing this evening?
One name. I'm great, thank you. I am Henny.
Oh, Henny. Just Henny?
Ellen, Henny, Oprah, Wendy. You
Oh,
see where
just
I'm going with that?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
speaking
just
things
Uno.
into existence.
Okay, well, just Henny. It is.
Just
That's what
Henny.
it is. All right. Give it up for Miss Henny.
Whoop, whoop. What's
That's
up,
right.
everybody? Hello.
Hey, yeah. I'm so glad that you came and give us a little insight about what it is that you do. Before you go into what you do at the Ritz, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into what you was doing, and give us a little small piece of yourself.
Okay, sure. I am Henny, as he mentioned, one word. I am a multimedia personality. Oh, look, I'm on the screen right there. I am a former talk show host. I had a television show here in Jacksonville on the NBC and ABC affiliate for a number of years. From that was birthed a radio show, then birthed a gospel radio segment, and then from there, because of my platform and my community involvement, hosting a number of things, the opportunity for the Ritz came along. I got a phone call one day saying, hey, you know what? They're looking for somebody, and I thought of you. So thought about it, prayed about it some more, and had a meeting, and here we are. So I'm excited about it. I love entertaining. I love people. So it's definitely one of my strengths.
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely good. How long have you been in the media personality area?
A number of years. I did radio, TV, radio, stage. So, oh my gosh, 15, 20-ish years.
Really? I'm surprised we haven't come across one another. I've been doing, what is it? I've done stage at Stage Aurora here in the city of Jacksonville.
I'm
and then
very
I worked,
familiar with Stage Aurora. They were on my show.
What else? I did a year with Tassan Duchess at the Ritz when she was doing something miraculous there, and then of course I did a couple of light movies here. I did a short film with Trey Chaney here in the city of Jacksonville. Just did a little small stint for my wife and me for Adolfo and Mars 3045. So I did that. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of acting and stuff, but I'm surprised we never crossed paths.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Have you ever done any work with Players by the Sea?
No, but I know what's the brother's name?
Chris, Jeremy. Everybody knows Jeremy.
Yes.
We love Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. I didn't know he was at Players by the Sea, but when I was working with Tassan Duchess, he was like a mentor, or he was helping her out on the stage on the backhand side of it all. So, but yeah, I know Jeremy. But then I just realized I just been to the Players by the Sea twice though.
Okay.
Both times was working with Love Reigns.
Okay. Love Rain. She's dope.
Oh yeah, that's my girl right there.
She's dope.
She had said, Leroy, I want you to come out to do some comedy for the show that I'm doing. I was like, I ain't got no problem. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, so I'm going to be there for you.
Yep.
But it was so professional. I was like, okay, I went through the front door, and I said, okay, let's get started. And she was like, well, no, you got to go to the back room. I had to leave my wife in the front, and I couldn't come back out to the front no more until the show was over.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, y'all are really
real deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna say nothing. They brought us some chips and some water, so it wasn't like I was a slave in the back. You know what I mean?
Okay. Shout out to Chips.
Hey, yep, yeah, Doritos. You know,
Right.
Make sure you got some mints. So as far as what you do now for the Ritz, give us some enlightenment. What is it that you have going on at the Ritz?
Well, I will say, for those of you that do not know, the Ritz is a pretty big deal. The Ritz Theater is what I call, it's in the area what I've called Harlem of the South.
Okay.
That area, the La Villa area, really reminds me of the Harlem area. I am the host of Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz is a mirror of Showtime at the Apollo. We all remember Keke Palmer came out and she rubbed the tree trunk, and it had several hosts, including Steve Harvey. So we have a local version of Putting on the Ritz, and we have had it for quite some time. It's family fun, and you come out with your kids, your neighbor, your teacher, your side piece, whoever it is you want to come out there. Just don't bring that drama to us. You come on out there and you have a good time. We allow people to do the exact same thing that Showtime at the Apollo do. You have a talent. We want to see your talent. Jacksonville is full of talented people, and I would really hope that if you are sitting on a talent, whether it is singing, rapping, spoken word, mime, comedy, we've had all of that. We've even had someone bring out a grand piano and they killed the keyboard.
Oh, wow.
So there's so much talent out there. We would love for you to submit your video, for you to submit an email to talk about what it is that you want to do, so we can get you on the show. You bring your crew, you bring your support, and it's all judged by the audience. They're going to clap you up, or they're going to get you up out of there. One of the two.
Okay, I figured I was going to ask about whether or not you have a Sandman on the show.
Yeah, we're either going to love you up or we're going to get you up out of there. One of the two.
Oh, man.
But we accept all ages, we accept all races. One thing I don't want people to get confused with is thinking that because it's the Ritz Theater that it's only black. Negative, sir. That is not the case. We are open to all people, and we highly encourage black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, albino, African, Nigerian, whatever it is. We love all people. Everybody is welcome at the Ritz, and we would love for you to submit your videotape of your talent.
Okay, I know I should have done it. I think. Well, how long have you been doing Putting
This
on
is
the
my
Ritz?
second year.
Your second year, but they've always had it. So were there any other hosts?
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely standing on the shoulders of first the OG, Miss Kara Alexander. Got to give her props. She's the one that originated this. She started out as the host for many, 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 many years. Then it went on to the funny guy, Mr. Octavius Davis.
Okay.
You
I know,
familiar with
yeah, that's the
Octavius?
voiceover
The
guy
dancing
now.
machine. And then from there it went to Robin Johnson. Everybody know Robin Johnson. You know Robin.
Yeah, I know
Johnson?
Rockman.
Okay, yeah. And for Robin Johnson, it was the crown was passed down to me, the queen, Henny. So here I am holding it down.
Okay, well, I'm going to submit in my request. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill it out. I think I'm a big deal here. I call myself Mr. 3 C's of Comedy, so I can do club, corporate, and Christian. So it doesn't matter what it is.
That's funny. I love that.
So I can do it all now. My question is going to be whether or not do comedians make it past getting past the Sandman. That's always been a big
I will
thing.
say this. We have had one comedian on, and actually I was in Publix one day buying some cookies. Yup, big girl love to eat them cookies. So it was a gentleman actually working at Publix in the bakery, and we just sparked up a conversation. One thing led to another, and he was being funny. He kept me laughing, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. You're funny. He's like, yeah, people tell me that. So I encouraged him to submit his video, and he submitted. He was selected to come on the live show, and he won.
Oh, really?
He really did.
Oh man, did he continue with his comedy career, or did he?
I don't know. I haven't even seen him in Publix lately, so I'm not sure where he is in his life. But I will never forget him. He came on and he did his thing. He did a couple of impressions, and he was very funny. He really did win.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to. He put a lot of stress on my shoulders. I might have to go on ahead and, grace your stage with my presence and see if I can win something. At least make it past the Sandman. I don't know if that's been my only fear. I've watched Uptown at
There's
the
no
Apollo.
fear. There's no fear.
You sure?
I'm positive there is no fear. There's no fear in life. God didn't do
Okay.
that. He didn't put no fear in us. Don't
You're
get me
absolutely
preaching
right.
on this microphone.
You're absolutely right.
Yes, no fear.
Fire Turtle asks, "What kind of cookies did you like?"
Oh, hey, Fire Turtle 55. I like the cookies with the sprinkles on them. Yes, I'm a grown woman, but I like sprinkles on just. I think they're like a butter cookie with some sprinkles on it. Man, let me tell you, I had to hide them things for myself because listen, I was going all the way in.
Oh, see now, if I had to get a cookie, it has to be the Girl Scout cookies with the.
Which ones do you like? Don't tell me Thin Mints, please.
No, not the Thin Mints.
Samoas.
Yes.
You my kind of guy.
That's
that is the only cookie I will eat from Girl Scout.
That's the one with the chocolate and it got the coconut
Coconut
and
on
the chocolate
top.
strip. Oh yeah, okay. We talk.
Hashtag
Okay.
salivating.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yes.
Matter of fact, when the Girl Scouts start selling these cookies again?
I don't know. The bakery sprinkle cookies are the bomb. You are so right, Fire Turtle. but why Fire Turtle though?
That's their names.
I know, but why? But okay, that's a whole different show. But that's a cool name though. I'm saying that because it's so cool. It's different. But yes, comedians are welcome. Anyone's welcome. And we've even had a mime on the show. All you have to do is get your phone out, or you get someone to record you. Do your thing, and you are going to email that in to the executive producer of the show, Miss Deb McDuffie. And I want you to grab a pen real quick so I can tell you how to submit. There's an email address I need to give you, but I want you to be sure and write it down correctly. Don't think you're going to remember it because, listen, in today's world, we got a lot going on. You may not remember this email address 10 minutes from now. So you're going to grab your phone, prop it up. Either you do it yourself or you get someone to record you doing your God-given talent or your trained talent, whatever it may be. You are going to take that video and you're going to email it to potrjax@gmail.com. So that's potrjax for putting on the Ritz. You get it? Ah, yeah.
Okay, the
So
acronym.
POTRJax@gmail.com. And you're going to email that in. Ms. Deb is going to get that. She looks over all of the submissions. Now, there's some of y'all who ain't going to make it past the submission. But if you do, she is definitely going to give you a call or an email, and the process starts from there. Now, I will tell you, Ms. Deb, she's a pretty big deal. Ms. Deb is the real deal. Ms. Deb come to us from Showtime at the Apollo in Harlem, New York.
Oh, so she comes from the actual
Real
okay.
deal.
All right.
Yes.
So she know talent.
She
when
knows
she
talent.
sees
Matter
it.
of fact, she's actually coaching. If any of you have been watching The Voice on NBC lately, she is actually coaching, or she was the coach of the gentleman Shane, who is on there right now. She was his coach, and she's if you Google Miss Deb, you'll see. And she even have she had some work with Luther Vandross, Freddie Jackson, like pretty big names that we grew up. So I'm saying all that to say she knows talent,
Okay.
and she offer her expertise. Yeah, so we're the real deal.
Okay. Well, that is exciting to know that you have that particular type of backing, going through and weeding through all of the mail submissions that come in. That's a good thing, because I know in comedy there's a woman that is known as the queen of comedy. She helped blow up Def Comedy Jam, Tina Graham.
Okay.
Right, and she weeds through a whole lot of comics and stuff like that. But she knows what she's looking for, because she
Yes.
puts on shows.
Yes.
So you have this particular person that's doing the same thing for the talent in the city of Jacksonville, and she's worked with big name talent. So she
Yes.
knows what to look for, and when she finds it, she know how to nurture that particular
Absolutely.
talent. So you can go somewhere.
Yes, you can. And you know what? If it's not your time, if you were chosen to come on the show and you did not win, she is going to take the time behind the scenes, and she's going to give you just a couple of minutes of coaching where, you didn't have the confidence, or I want your range to be higher. She's going to coach you to get you started. So it's not like we're going to just say, oh, you didn't make it by. No, she's going to give you some coaching that can kind of help you for the next time, because we welcome you to come back.
Okay. How often do you all do Putting on the Ritz?
Okay, so what had happened was pre-COVID, we
Okay.
were the first Friday of every month.
Okay.
Okay. But now, as we all know, the world has changed. So we are going to once per quarter.
Okay. Once every 3.
Yes. So for right now, put this on your calendar, y'all. Because Fire Tortoise was taken. That's cute. The first show of 2022 is going to be on February the 4th. That is the first show. So you have plenty of time to get your videos together, to get your outfits together, whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do to get that video in. You have plenty of time to do it. Of course, the holidays are approaching. If you have a family member that's coming into town that's going to be visiting from another state, get them to help you to record that. We encourage that. If it's a family thing, we're all good with that as well. So February 4th is the first show, and then it moves on to a May show, and then it moves to a September show, and then it moves to a November show, and then we have the finals. And there is a little bit of money involved. However, with shows like this, most times it is notoriety that people are going for, because, there's been some pretty big names to come off of Putting on the Ritz stage. It's not just for the money. So just keep that in mind. You never know. Ms. Deb is very, very, very connected. And so there definitely may be someone in the audience, or someone that is a colleague of hers that can ask about you, that can watch your videotape. Trust me when I tell you, I have seen it happen. So when you have a passion, and when you have a talent, and that talent is your passion, and you want to grow that, this is a great stepping stone for you to showcase your talents to Jacksonville, because again, I've seen it with my own eyes. You never know who's watching. I promise you. And it can just take your career to where you want it to be.
See, that's good. A lot of times individuals such as myself, or anybody who has a specific talent, has dreams of, I guess, grandeur. Is that what it is? They have those dreams of wanting to make a lot of money using their talent, and be able to take care of themselves with the talent that God had blessed them with. But it's always, it's work. And people got to understand that it's work.
Yes, indeed.
I know a lot of individuals who say, listen, my mom said I can sing, and then you go out there and sing, and your mom been lying to you all these years.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
indeed. Yes,
You
indeed.
know, and it's just something that you have to grow. So an individual just coming into contact with a person who can give you nuggets to make you better. At the end of the day, you're not losing anything.
Absolutely. Nothing
So-
but a little bit of time.
That's it.
And I am a firm believer that your next opportunity is only a handshake away. You come there and you do the best that you can and get to know people, make those connections, because the person hand you may shake can definitely change your career. You just never know.
Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So outside of putting on the Ritz and your past things that you've done, what is it that you're doing now outside of putting on the Ritz?
I have a full time. I'm still in the media business.
Okay. Okay. No problem. That'll work. Maybe you can help me out. I'm always trying to walk into doing something with what we got going on here at the Signal 27 show. Maybe something can flourish from our relationship here. You know
never
what I mean?
know.
So
Once again, no mistakes happen. Like things align. You are put into someone's path for a reason. I'm a huge believer in that.
okay, well, I'm definitely down for whatever God has planned.
Absolutely,
for
I am
us.
too.
You know what I mean?
God
So-
makes no mistakes.
Yes, he does. I mean, but no, yeah, you're
He
right.
don't.
He don't. Thank you, because my
right.
tongue.
I got you. I know. I
'cause
got you. I
My
understand.
tongue got all messed up. Like, yeah, you know, sometimes he do, and some. No, it's not the
No.
case. It's not the case. So now we understand that the Ritz is a museum of
Yes,
sorts.
as well, yep.
I didn't know that it was a museum, even when I was there doing something
wow,
miraculous. Yeah, I used to
really?
go in through the back, do
Yep.
our rehearsals and everything like
then
that,
go out the door.
and then leave.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Let me tell you. Have you had the opportunity yet to go to the museum?
I had a chance to walk through recently, right after Dr. Powell's play.
Oh,
And then she
man.
had all of the individuals up front, and they had the vendors. So I went to the back, and I was like shocked that all of this was back there. You know, and so how long, I'm wondering, has the Ritz actually been there as far as the museum? I'm
Oh,
assuming
that has been there for years. And you know, let's have a real. We family right now, Signal 27. So let's talk. Listen, it's so unfortunate that so many of us, my people, my brown skinned people, don't know that that theater is there, or either they won't take the time to go. But they'll buy a plane ticket and fly to DC and go to that black museum there. There's one right here in Jacksonville, one right here in Duval County. And when you leave that museum, if you are not feeling some kind of way, you missed the whole point.
okay.
Because there is some pieces there is some things there that just make you wonder and make you think, wow, like talent. And yeah, just to think of some of the pieces when you see of what people actually went through and how they accomplished, how they overcame those things, and it definitely will pull on your heartstrings.
Okay, and it makes sense when you realize the history of Jacksonville itself, and the fact that how Jacksonville was before. Now we have to come to the realization when you bring up our people that at a point in time you weren't able to go to other venues because of the color of your skin.
Yes.
So when you have this particular venue here that's dedicated to what you look like.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's there. I know I grew up in DC. So I know the mentality of, okay, yeah, it's in my backyard pretty much. And I'll go when I get a chance to go. But it's the struggle that I've found, even because when I came out, I've been out of Washington, D.C. through the military. When I came down, I've just been looking for things to put myself into. So I was very ecstatic when I ran into the Ritz, but I didn't know the Ritz had a museum back there. And that's what kind of jarred me. I was like, I did a whole play here for a year and didn't know that there was a museum back here. You know what I mean? To teach the kids about what was, so that way they don't redo what was done to us.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
So
I think that should definitely, and this is just my personal opinions, because I have such a connection with the Ritz and with that museum, because I know what it stands for. I think this should be like, if they still do these class field trips. Remember we used to go on field trips?
Yep.
Your mama had to sign a permission slip.
Yep.
I think every school, well, almost every school, but some of y'all ain't gonna do it, but that should be a field trip for some classes to come to that museum and make these kids understand and let them see and experience those things so that it can pique their curiosity, so that they can go home and say, Mama, I went to this place today. What does this mean? And what is that? Get these kids involved and let them see. It's right there at the Ritz Museum in the La Villa area, 829 North Davis Street, right downtown. The bus even goes by there. So there is really no excuse. Catch the bus, get somebody to drop you off, whatever you need to do. But please get into, this is for us. This is our culture. This is our stuff.
Right.
So I definitely highly recommend it. They even have clean bathrooms. I mean, like seriously.
That's always a
Yeah.
figure point of mine. When I go anywhere, I'll check the bathroom first. My wife will tell you. I went to Candy's restaurant in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, Legacies here in Jacksonville, owned by 5 brothers off of Normandy Boulevard.
Really?
Yes.
That's a restaurant?
It's a restaurant. Bathrooms are immaculate.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna write that down
Yeah,
right now.
and my
'Cause
wife
I
always
eat.
get me. My wife always get me on the names. It's Legacies, and I think that's exactly what it is. It's on the west side, right off of Normandy Boulevard. I think it's Normandy.
Why have I never heard of this place?
They opened
Hey-
up in August.
Hey, Legacies, this tells me that y'all ain't doing no advertising. Y'all need to get with that. People will spend money with what they want. If you want a return on your investment, advertise. Social media is free. Okay, I digress. But anyway,
and
Legacies.
it's a beautiful restaurant. It has, you know how you go to a Asian restaurant, you see they put their people to work in those
Yes.
restaurants, and
Yes.
it's not a problem with that. And sometimes I feel like we as a people feel like we got to cater to everyone else's needs when it comes to other races. You know what I mean? But I was like, my motto is that before we can help out anybody else,
Help yourself.
you got to help out yourself first.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that goes for any kingdom or any home that you're in. Before
Yes.
I can help my mom and my sister and all of them out, I have to first make sure that I take care of home. And that's the best thing to do. When I went there, I was like, wow, this is great. They're hiring our people. The bathrooms are clean.
Nice.
The food, they have chefs there.
What?
Right, and they change up. The guy I had to ask the chef to come out because they gave me a fish and grits with Gouda cheese.
Oh.
I don't do grits like that, you know. But when they gave, I was like, man, this is delicious. And I said, man, let me give compliments to the chef. Brother
Absolutely.
comes out and was like, yeah, they're getting ready to do a Henny flavored barbecue chicken wing, right? And he brought out 3 of them for us. And I was like, okay, I was like, man, this is delicious. You know what I mean? But just the fact that they were so welcoming and everything. So we have a stigma for our Black-owned businesses, and I'm glad that
Listen,
we're getting out
this
of
can
it.
be a whole nother show. Don't even get me started with that topic.
Oh, I mean, this is our show, so no, you feel the same way as I feel in reference to the stigma. A little bit. Okay, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. But nonetheless, I just feel like that we as a people need to support what's going on within the community and keep it going. A lot of our colleges are closing down because we don't support it. And you got to realize that the other colleges or any other things that other races are doing, they're donating and giving money towards it and making sure that it stays open. The first thing I said I wanted to do a comedy show. I said I want to do a comedy show. I would love to do it at the Ritz and have it filmed there and everything when I was doing the play. I just didn't know how to go by doing it. But I might have to reopen up that idea again, you know, because it's a beautiful stage.
It really is. It's a beautiful auditorium. Yeah.
Yes. So now as far as the end result for what you have going on, I know you said you've been hosting your don't get me because I had a lot of stuff on my mind. You've been hosting
Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
You've been hosting Putting on the Ritz for 2 years now. What's the end goal for you as far as this goes?
Putting on the Ritz for me is a hobby
Okay.
because I enjoy that. So I'm going to keep doing that. Wherever the show goes is where I hope to go along with it when it comes to that, because it's just a hobby for me. It's not a career, but I love it because I love people, and I love to meet the people that come and goes at the Ritz Theater. Once again, I have made so many connections and met some great people.
Okay.
Got some great projects started and completed from meeting people at the Ritz.
Okay.
So as long as they will have me, I will be there as their host. And if God calls me to do something different, bigger, and better for them, I'm open to that as well.
Okay.
I don't shut none of that down. But because it is a hobby, I'm just having fun with it.
Okay, yeah, Fire Turtle, I was getting ready to ask that. It's like, okay, what is a piece there that touched you the most within the museum? As well as that, on top of that, your favorite act that has come through.
Okay, the piece that touched me the most was from Axe Handle Saturday. There was, and I honestly don't know if that piece is still there, but they had the place, where you, the parlor where these gentlemen were sitting down enjoying an ice cream float at this counter. And they had the counter there, and they had it all set up, and just in the chairs and everything, and just to know that, you know, here it was, my people that was sitting in these chairs in 1 minute, and then the next thing you know, all hell broke loose. That I've never forgotten it, and that was years ago that I saw that. That was actually I was filming a piece for television for something in that museum. I think it was a piece that Tonica was doing. But yes, that piece touched me the most. I've never forgotten that, because you become one. Well, you should. When I go to a place like that, I like to be there. I like to be present. And just to stand there and just to be in that room and to see what it represents and to see what my people went through and to see where we've come from and where we are now. Not a whole lot has changed, unfortunately. Don't even get me started with that. But not a whole lot has changed, but it makes you feel some kind of way. Like, yeah. So that is the answer to that question. The piece that touched me the most was that. Who won the last time and what was there? Okay, so I don't know her name, but this was just we're in October.
Okay.
Was it November? Oh my God, either October or November, we had our final show of the year, and it was a young lady that won. She had never entered a singing contest in her life. She submitted her video, and she was just so quiet, and she got on that microphone, and it was like, who are you?
Oh, things changed.
Oh, things changed. And she blew it out the water, got a standing ovation, got the room rumbling. She did a fantastic job. Singing always seems to be the most talent that we get. A lot of people can blow. Like I said, we've had singing, we've had a mime, we've had comedians. And let's talk about the babies. Listen, kids got talent as well.
Agreed.
There is a category for the kids as well. They get to win money as well. There is cash prizes involved. So if your kid has a talent, now listen, just because your daughter can get in the choir and sing This Little Light of Mine,
yeah, we know. Y'all know y'all put that baby up there.
Listen, okay. Yeah. But if he or she has a real talent, we are open to that as well. We have a specific category for the kids. We have a specific pot of money for the kids. And these days, you know, kids, they love money. So yes, we're open to that as well. So please, you know, even if it's a family affair, if it's a mama, daddy, daughter, son, whoever, if y'all have I've seen that. We've had a family of country singers. They've submitted their videos. But anyway, yes, we welcome all that, and we definitely want some butts in those seats. I'm so thankful that when these tickets go on sale, if you don't get your ticket within the first 2 or 3 days, you're going to miss out.
Okay.
Because
good.
It is a family. It's not many places you can go in Jacksonville on a Friday night that is just good, clean family fun. It's a very affordable night of fun. We have a little intermission where you can go out there and get you a little drinky drink. You can get you some popcorn. Sometimes they have a food truck out front. They got some bomb fried fish. But yes, it's definitely one of those events for you to come out. You don't have to get dressed up. You can come in your sweatsuit if you want to. We just want you to come there and have a great time.
See, and that's good to be able to go out and have safe fun.
Yes.
That is all about safety. You don't have to go out to the club or anything like that. A lot of us have kids now. You know what I mean? In a place where you can actually bring your kids to come
Absolutely.
out and have fun.
Yes.
And don't have to worry about paying that extra money for a babysitter.
Listen, speaking of kids, not to cut you off, but this just popped in my mind. So prior to COVID, of course, we had a show, And I do a segment that's called Step Up to the Mic. So if you are not officially a contestant, for a couple of minutes during the show, I'm going to just give you the chance to come on stage and bust a move. Whatever you can do, whatever your talent is, impromptu, come on up there, let's do it.
Okay.
This little shorty came up. He had to be maybe 8, 9 years old, and he did a rap, and it was just like, wow, he did such a great job. And I'm like, where did you learn how to do this? My daddy, he loved rap music, so it was a fun thing, but daddy was in the audience almost under the seat. But it was, I'm saying all that to say that's the kind of atmosphere that we have. You can send your kids up to the microphone if they want to dance, because, you got to train them up, as they say. I don't have kids of my own, but train them up. If your child has the personality and the boldness to get on stage in front of a full audience and they're not nervous or afraid to showcase a talent or just to try to sing, that's amazing.
Right. Just
that
getting
is
past
amazing.
That. Just getting past that.
Yes, because that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the courage to get up there and sing and perform in front of a field room, that definitely is a huge deal, and we don't take it lightly. We appreciate everyone that takes the time to submit their videos and to come and watch the show.
Okay. Now, before we go, is there anything that you want the people to know about you that was not asked today? Like how they can get in contact with you if need be, if they wanted to get some advice from you, how would they be able to reach you?
I definitely always do a shameless plug. I wasn't going to let you get out of here without me getting my plug in. First of all, listen,
you're going to get it.
hey, I'm a TV professional. I know how to reel it back in and get my piece in. So listen, thank you for the opportunity, first of all. But yes, so if anyone, hopefully you will follow me. So on social media, on Instagram, I am Henny on the Rocks.
And that's on everything.
That's on everything. No, just kidding. So the Henny, because of Hennessy, the corporation, they was tripping about me using Henny on the Rocks. So I had to change a little bit of it. So I tweaked it, and the E in Henny is the number 3.
Okay.
So it's going to be H, the number 3, NNY on the Rocks. So that's on Instagram. On Facebook, I am Henny the Chatter, CHATTER. I wonder where they figured I chat. But on Facebook, you will see the verified check. That is the correct page, the one with the blue check. And same thing on Twitter, you will see my verified page as Henny on the Rocks as well. So I hope that you will follow me. I am available for hosting any type of gig. If you got green, I show up. I would love to host. I've done everything from corporate parties to private parties to divorce parties, hosting, real talk, hosting weddings. I hosted movie premieres on the local and national level. So I am available. Please hit me up on social media. I would love to hear from you guys. And hey, if you have any questions about putting on the Ritz or anything, I'm here to answer those questions. Don't come at me sideways or I will get at you, bruh.
No, I feel it. I'm thoroughly excited. I went on ahead and followed you because of your energy right while you was talking.
Oh, wow.
So you got to follow from me right now.
And I will follow you back. Absolutely.
And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you and a little bit of your time for coming out and giving us some insight on what's going on at the Ritz, what you do at the Ritz in your past life of what's going on, and plus of what you got going on moving forward. In the meantime, what I want to let the people know is just remember that, listen, follow, like, comment, and share. If you are in the city of Jacksonville, you have the Ritz Art Museum and Theater that's here in the city that gives you things to do that is family oriented, so that way you can take your children somewhere and not have to worry about what they're listening to, what they're doing, or having to pay for a babysitter. Hey, listen, if you got to give them to grandma, you don't know what grandma doing at the house. At the end of the day, you can, because your grandmas are like 30, 40 now. You know what I mean?
30?
Yeah. You got
25.
20. Oh, see. So you got these young grandmas that's out here. You might as well take your kids with you and pay $10 versus having to give grandma $40 to watch them, because she want to get paid for watching her grandkids.
You know she will.
Yeah.
They don't babysit for free no more.
Not anymore.
They on some new stuff.
Not anymore. So I want to thank you all for tuning into the Signal 27 show. Just remember, you can always watch us on your favorite streaming platform. That consists of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. The show will also be uploaded on audio if you want to listen to it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. And just remember that we are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. We are Signal 27. Thank you all for tuning in, and you have yourself a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I want to first and foremost thank you all for tuning in to the Signal 27 in the Community Show. We still had a pair of tickets to give away, and I just wanted to come back in, break in real quick, and just let you all know that we still do have a pair of tickets. The question was, what year was the first model iPhone released? If you can put it in the chat within the next 5 minutes, then you'll be the one to win the tickets. We're getting ready to go off the air right now. I want to give a shout out to Miss Lakita Gordon, who was in the chat, who won the first pair of tickets. We have a second pair of tickets that are available. Put the answer in the chat, and you will win those last pair of tickets. Once again, the question was, what year was the first model of the iPhone released? Y'all have yourself a good evening, and make sure that y'all go ahead and like, comment, and share the video. We are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. This week we were in the community, and tomorrow we're going to be at Putting on the Ritz downtown. So let's go ahead and get this thing popping. All right. Talk to y'all later.